You were going towards your car while stretching your neck. You were too much tired and just wanna rest for today now. Suddenly, a voice caught your attention and made you sigh as you immediately recognized the owner of that voice. Mr. Lee, going home? You turned around and looked at him, who was looking at you with a smile. I no, just preparing to leave for your funeral. He chuckled with the same smirk of his. Miss Ali, it seems like you really enjoy giving these silly replies to my question. I am. And you just love to poke your nose into others' business, don't you? You say while unlocking your car with your key. He scoffed now and looked at you without any emotion this time. Mr. Lee, and here I was thinking to go easy on you. Never mind. Let's come to the main point straight. Just back away from that Lee Jingu's new project. That project is mine and I won't let any person snatch it away from me. I too late. I already say yes for it and I won't back away now. He glared at you in anger while clenching his fist. Mr. Lee, looks like you don't know who I am and how dangerous I can be for those who go against my wish. I am. For your kind information, I know you well enough and still I won't back down, so forget about that jail. You say with a smile which clearly doesn't mean well for him. He chuckled. Mr. Lee, do you think that I will endure that reckless behavior of you just because you are the wife of Mafia King? Looks like you forgot your place, didn't you? Oh, come on. Everyone knows about the shattered relationship between you and your husband. Everyone knows how much he hates you and this forced marriage. I am sure even if I killed you in anger just here, then too he won't lift a finger on me. He said with a smile, but his words only bring a dangerous smile on your face. I am. You seems to blew too much on rumors, didn't you? Well, I also heard a rumor about how my husband beat you badly just a few months ago in front of everyone after you made him angry. Now do I need to remind you why he beat you or you left your sentence incomplete but I smirked while his blood boiled and he looked at you in pure anger this time. Ian. Anyway, this project is getting taken by Ian, not Mrs. Kim Ian. And believe me, this Ian is much more badass and dangerous than her husband. You say and sit in your car and close the door of it. You blow the horn which made him left from there in anger. You chuckle seeing this when suddenly a car caught your attention which was parked just in front of you. You sighed seeing that car and a small smile came on your face. It was your husband, Kim Taehyung's personal car. He always come here after a working hour ended, but not even once he comes out from his car or calls you inside to sit. So you never sit inside it either. You knew that even if he only once called you to sit inside it so that he would drive you back home, then you could sit with a smile. And he knew it too, but he never did it. You sighed and started the car then left from there while on the other side, Taehyung was just sitting in his car without any expression. He already heard everything and was about to come out when Mr. Lee said that he would kill you, but didn't. As you give him a satisfied reply, he sighed and dropped behind you. Taehyung, how was your day? Taehyung asked without any expression after entering inside the room. You were looking at some files, and a smile came on your face after hearing his voice. I am good. And yours? Taehyung, fine. He replied and started removing his coat and tie while secretly looking at you. He had the same expression as before, but still they weren't the same. You were looking more relaxed and calm down now. His grandmother laughed with what that he married you, and no matter how much he denied it, that time he can't help but ending up marrying you because of his grandmother's pleasure. You agreed to marry him as your family were too much persistent for it. They thought that Taehyung was perfect partner for you, and they were right. It was difficult at first, but then slowly it calmed down. You both started to feel comfortable around each other. It's been 6 months now. Taehyung is cold from outside for you, but you can clearly see his real self now. He is a soft and sensitive person who is just afraid of love. He is so much caring and protective. You can clearly show his love for you in his eyes, but still he denied it, as he still didn't understand his own feelings. But you did. His calm and caring nature made you fall for him. You stood up from bed and was walking toward the bathroom when suddenly your foot slipped and you were about to fall, but two strong arms caught you. You looked at him in shock as he was standing far away from you a moment ago, but now he is too close to you. How did he come like the speed of light there and caught you in time? It was like his attention was on you all this time. Taehyung, are you fine? He asked while finally believing. Yeah, you say and stand up straight, but he didn't leave you. So you looked at him in confusion while his expressions clearly showed that he has something in his mind. And what happened? Taehyung, I hate you. He said in a tone of which betrayed him, and this makes you chuckle. Your sweet husband didn't even know how to lie. This statement was more like he was confirming it to himself if he had really hated you or not. Taehyung face framed, seeing you chuckle. Taehyung, why did you say I hate you too this time? I am. Well, I don't lie. Like you. You said it, and his eyes softened immediately. Damn, but you used to say this a lot after our marriage. I well, this is what I feel that time. And maybe that time I was also like you, who never accept his true feelings. His grip on your waist loosened, and his breath his, as he know that whatever you are saying is true, but he didn't know how to accept it. He didn't know how to accept his own feelings. Damn, I, he tried, but he wasn't able to say a word correctly because of his old nature. So you covered his face with a smile. Fine. Don't worry. You will soon learn to accept your own feelings just like me. You will soon say those three words to me, and I can assure you this. You say and turn around to leave, but stop after hearing his words. Taehyung, you deserve better. Someone much better than me. Taehyung said while looking down. I am. You are perfect for me. Because no one can look at me and take care of me like you do, even when you don't have any feelings for me. You say while turning around with a smile, and he kept looking at you with his softened eye. I am. You just have to break your words which you made around your heart, and then you will realize it yourself that the destiny chose the best for me. Thank you for being my husband. I am really, really grateful for it. You say and leave the room with a smile while he closes his eyes while putting his hand on his heart, which was beating too much fast for now. He only has a grandmother who loved him as a family from his childhood, and as a mafia, he never let anyone else entering his heart. So, this feeling, what he felt for you, is completely new, and years of coldness is making him take time to accept it. A small smile came on Taehyung's face as he kept looking at the bracelet in his hand. It reminds him of you, so he immediately wide it today when he went for a meeting in a mall. He wasn't showing it, but he was too excited for meeting you today and seeing your reaction after giving you this bracelet. He even made up his mind that today he will come out of his car and invite you for a long drive. His smile widened as he can clearly imagine your shocked reaction today. Suddenly, a man came inside his cabin without knocking, which made his smile vanish, and he gave a dead glare to that man. But was as you say, we were keeping an eye on Mr. Lee, and yesterday he was planning something different. Whenever men searched for his plan closely, then we found out that he was planning to kidnap Iron Man. And now we already lost track of where he is now, and Iron Man is missing from his office too. We can't find both of them now. Redman says while shivering badly, but Taehyung's slam on the table made him flinch hard. Taehyung's eyes widened immediately, and his heart raced fastly. His grip on that bracelet tightened so much that it broke down in his hand, and his hand started bleeding. His eyes clearly showed anger and worry for you at the same time. He rushed out of his cabin without thinking anything else. Taehyung was driving his car as fast as he could while his heart was racing badly. His mate's car was behind him, trying to match his car's speed. He already sent his entire force in the city. He makes it viral in the news that you have gone missing and he will kill all the persons who are involved in it. or those who try to stay quiet even after knowing where you are. He made it very clear that he is searching for Mr. Lee and wants him at any cost. He blocked all the public transport and sealed each and every public place along with international airports. Today, the world showed the real power of a mafia king and was scared too, as he was searching for him madly in the whole city, and no one could be saved from his anger today. You open your eyes in a dark basement or something similar to it, and suddenly your eyes catch Mr. Lee, who was standing there with a smirk. Anger surges into you as you remember how someone sprayed something on your face, and before you can even react, you faint. Now you understand everything that he kidnapped you. Mr. Lee, to how you are feeling after getting kidnapped, huh? If only you would have turned a blind eye to that product, then you could be saved. But now, anyway, it wasn't a bad choice to kidnap you either. As I looked at you closely, then you are beautiful. I wonder how that mafia king didn't fall for your beauty till now. He said while checking you out with a smirk which made you make a disgusted face. And my husband isn't a rascal like you. He didn't fall just for looks and isn't a dirty man like you. Your words just made him and his men chuckle. Your hands and legs were tied with a chair, and no matter how much you tried, you can't open them. Suddenly, Mr. Lee touched your cheek with the back of his finger, which made you turn your face in another direction. Ian, don't you dare, you said in anger while looking at him in disgust. Mr. Lee, oh come on. You should be glad that there is still someone who can fall for your beauty, even after that reckless attitude of yours. Believe me, I can give you much more than your husband, and I like taming girls like you too. What a shame. If only I met you a year ago, then you will be living a life of luxury. You scoffed, seeing his dirty face. And even if we met before then too, I will say just one thing to you. You don't even deserve the mud beneath my foot. And I marry someone who always had the fear of losing me, and this fear can destroy you completely. So be careful, because if you try to trust me one more time, then I can assure you that it won't be good for you. He started laughing loudly, like you cracked a joke. But before he could say anything else, everyone heard a loud noise there. You looked in that direction, and a smile came on your face. Your husband and his men were coming from there. Taehyung and his men shoot everyone there except Mr. Lee, and not even one of Taehyung's men got hurt. You smiled proudly, seeing your men coming there. Taehyung grabbed Mr. Lee's collar in anger and punched his face hardly. Taehyung, I shouldn't have left you alive that day after seeing your dirty gaze on my wife. How dare you think that you would come out safely from here after kidnapping my wife? Taehyung says while punching again on his face. Taehyung kicked hardly on his stomach, then picked him up from the ground and again kicked him, slapped him, and punched him. He beat him until he collapsed on the ground. Taehyung left him at last when he heard your voice calling his name. He looked at you, and his eyes softened immediately. He came towards you while running and untied your hands and your legs. You stood up from that chair finally, and he looked at you with a concerned face. He was about to cuff your face when you suddenly snatched his gun from his hand and shot on Mr. Lee, and with the face he touched you. Then looked at you in question after seeing your anger, and he touched my face with that hand. You say in anger, when suddenly you hear two more gunshots, which were directed to the same hands of his. It was Taehyung who shot him in anger. You chuckled seeing him like this and hugged him immediately. You didn't expect him to hug you back, what he did. He immediately hugged you back, which made you shocked. Taehyung, I was scared. What if I lost you? He said while tightening his grip around your waist and trying to calm down. His men turned their back to both of you as they didn't want to disturb their boss in his private moment with you. and can't even leave without his permission, that's why. You patted his back to calm him down. I but I wasn't afraid even a bit, as I know that you will do anything to save me and nothing will happen to me. Taehyung broke the hug and looked at you with worry. Taehyung, I love you. He said it took you by shock and suddenly he kissed your right cheek. Taehyung, I love you. He said this and kissed your left cheek. Taehyung, I love you. He said this, then kissed your forehead and massaged your forehead with his. His words took you by shock and you can clearly hear your heartbeat, but then you hear something louder than your heartbeat. It was his heartbeat, which made you chuckle. And I love you too. You replied by looking at him, and he too looks at you with a childish smile. He immediately picked you up in his arm and started giggling. Taehyung, my wife, only mine, he said and smiled just like you. You wrapped your hands around his neck with a smile. The end.